Hi, I'm Saren.
And I'm Ray.
We're your Spider Baby hosts from To Know Her Is to Fear Her, a Spider-Woman podcast, as well as proud members of the collective.
You're listening to Capes and Lunatics. Gimme, gimme.
Hi, this is Phil, and I'm here to tell you all about the Capes and Lunatics Patreon. Don't miss out on our comic book creator interviews, including our monthly Chichester chats with comic book legend D.G. Chichester, superhero movie brackets in our search for the worst comic book movie of all time, and many, many more specials, all completely uncensored. Access starts for $3 a month, full video when you pledge $5 a month. Check out the link in our show notes or go to patreon.com/capesandlunatics. Hope to see you there.
This is Luca Perich, and you're listening to the Capes and Lunatics podcast.
This is Clay McLeod Chapman, and you are listening to the Capes and Lunatics podcast.
Suck it all, you other podcasts.
That's right, all you people. No one got Clay McLeod Chapman except for us.
What a delight.
What?
He was such a delight.
I know. I'm surprised nobody reached out to him. As Russell hears this, he's like, wait, what's that name again?
All anybody cares about are symbiotes.
I know. Symbiotes and kingpins, I know. Alright, kids, welcome back to another episode of The Devil You Know, the Daredevil Podcast.
Hey, Daredevil Podcast.
The. I am Phil. Joining me, as always, the woman who carries a sigh on her always, it is.
You mean like Lilith Hellfire?
Well, that works both ways. Well, that's a great Elektra shirt, Lilith Hellfire.
Why, thank you. Someone got it for my birthday / Christmas. Can I just start off by want to say, you want to know what pisses me off about Elektra's first appearance?
That it was 168 instead of 169?
The man knows me. He knows me.
That was going to be my first question.
Close.
That was going to be my first question to you. Are you so, you love the character? Are you mad that it was just one off?
So mad.
And then who shows up in 169? Bullseye.
Exactly. Get it? 169, Bullseye.
Go subscribe to the YouTube channel for the visual reference there. For the visual aid, kids.
But no, yeah, and this is like from 1981. And like, when you put that in perspective, and then you realize the Frank Miller craze and all that stuff, everything just kind of falls into place when you look at the macro of / comic books and how this whole thing came to be. You know what I mean?
I know.
And I don't mean that in a bad way. I'm just saying, when you look, you're like, how did that happen? And then you're like, oh, you start putting the pieces together.
All right, so yes, kids, yes, we will get to Devil's Reign issue 3, but yes, before that, I decided, hey, Elektra's popular right now. Let's look at her first appearance. So should we dive into that one?
Yeah, let's get into it. This cover is very complicated.
You mean besides the
Lots
fact
of things going on?
You mean besides the fact they misspelled her name on the cover?
Shh. They're comic book writers. They don't know nothing.
I know, but it's like on the first page, it's like, well, the cover is misspelled. Then the very first page, there's the title, and it's spelled correctly. It's like, really?
It was the 80s. A lot of sugar booger was going on. The editor's room wasn't as tight as it could be, so,
That's right, keep it tight.
Excelsior!
Is it spelled with a K with a C? I don't know, just use both. Yes, kids, it's spelled with a C and a K on the cover. Alright, but yes, okay.
Get somebody on the line about that, seriously.
We need to get Frank Miller on for his many crimes, Little Hellfire.
You know what? It's not crimes. It's the eccentricities that people don't. Frank Miller's very misunderstood. Think about it. If they call you and they say, "Hey, can you do another Batman? Hey, can you do another such and such?" Are you going to turn down the money? No, you're just going to pump out more what the fans want. It's our fault.
And of course, it sells, but it's like, basically, Dark Knight Returns created Bad God. Come on.
Yes, but it's our fault. We fell for it, and the companies are like, "Ooh, they love it. Give them more. Give them more until they scream no." Hey-o.
Oh my.
Blue Chew. I'm just saying.
Yeah, come on, Blue Chew. How long do we have to beg for it, Blue Chew?
If it's good enough for Joe Rogan, it's good enough for me. Whew.
Hey-o.
That's a hell of a soundbite. Anyway, yeah. So let's just get into the story.
Yeah, you're not Neil Young. All right. Topical. All right. So thank you once again, manwithoutfear.com, for the summary of Daredevil 160.
We should really do a collab one day. We have a mutual friend.
A few of them. So yes, Daredevil 168. I know that hurts your soul. Title: Elektra. Writer and penciler Frank Miller. Inker Claus.
Jim Shooter and Denny. They let this go.
I know. Inker Claus Jansen. Colors. Did it say Dr. Martin? It says Dr. Martin.
Luther King Jr. What?
What?
That can't be right.
Wait, Doc Martin. Wait, a boot colored
It's your
it?
kids, Marty.
A boot colored this thing? Letterer Joe Rosen. Yes, editor Denny O'Neil. Assistant editor Mark Grunwald.
Oh my God, it's the trifecta, bro.
Oh my. Man, I saw.
They were out to lunch when this cover got put to press. I guarantee you.
Seriously, we get create that time machine, because 2, we're going to go back and get all the old valuable comics, and 2, I'm going to go back and talk to Mark Grunwald.
That honestly, that's the nerd's dream, right? Get a time machine.
I mean, seriously, he has like that encyclopedic knowledge of comics like Mark Waid has, and it's like everyone I've talked to, every creator who knew him was like, oh, he was such a great guy, he was such a funny guy. I mean, I think he would have got our humor and everything. It's just like, man.
We can't even say so close. I think I was in like middle school, maybe high school.
Yeah, it was was it 96 or 97 he passed away? So yeah, like podcasts weren't even a thing.
Yeah. 3 years off. First podcast was in official podcast was in 19.
And then Kevin Smith would hijack the industry. Hey-o.
That does everything, but we're not here to talk about that today.
That's right. All right, so
but you can mark your bingo card.
Oh wait, that's all right. Is next year the anniversary of the Daredevil movie?
It is.
So we'll have to.
It is, sir.
Definitely going to do that next year. All right. So,
yes.
Like you said, the cover date.
But then that also means the year after we have to do the Elektra movie.
Okay.
Hopefully something good, maybe animated or otherwise, will be out about Elektra by then. Who knows?
Hey, maybe eventually we're going to get more live action Daredevil and Elektra in the MCU somewhere. Hopefully.
You know, honestly, the only people that I want are the girl that played Karen Page and freaking Vincent D'Onofrio. Everybody else can go.
No Charlie.
The Daredevil TV show.
No Charlie Cox?
Charlie Cox can go. He can go.
Whoa. That's right, internet. Fight her.
Don't feed the trolls, but I do. I love it.
Don't feed the trolls.
Dance, my pretties, dance.
Dong
Sometimes
is a
you just
medical
gotta be
term.
controversial.
Fight me, nerds.
What?
Sometimes you just gotta be controversial for the lulz, bro.
I was going to say, what are you going to do? Talk bad about that Moon Knight trailer next?
Fight me, Moon Knight nerd. Never. I would hate for Ray to pull out his patronage.
I was going to say, I was about to say, what are you talking about? Pull out what?
A couple of bowls down the gob.
I was going to say, talking about meat is so natural for Ray.
I love when she calls her own shots.
Talking about meat is so natural for Ray.
Sorry, I got to scroll through a ton of like penis metaphors for you, like 2 pages of penis metaphors.
Yeah, I got that last night. It's a secret.
Hey-oh. All right, serving number 82. All right. Anyway,
You know what they should have named this though? This should have been Dancing in the Rain.
Oh.
The ashes, you get it, kids.
Oh my
If
God.
you like pina coladas.
Pina coladas. No, if her suit had been purple, they could have called it Purple Rain.
Prince would have totally sued their ass.
That's true. He's still alive. Yeah.
He didn't play that.
Cover date. Yeah, like you said, January 1981. Cover price 50 cents.
50 whole cents? Gee, mister, thanks!
Again, if you were collecting comics back in the day, you could have got the first appearance of Elektra, which I'm sure is probably going up as we speak, for 50 cents. Yes.
Oh, man. Man, come on. Look, listen. We'll all pitch in on the time machine.
Yeah, right. I'm going to sit in a time machine with everyone and listen to Charlie tell us how this isn't going to work, and
how it's going to be an alternate Earth. Yeah, I know.
You have to invest. You can't just pick up.
That's a deep dive. You had to be here from the beginning. We had that conversation way back in like episode 6 or something like that.
That's right. We did time travel. It didn't work. All right. Here is the summary. Matt Murdock sets out to track down information on the whereabouts of Wallenquist. He goes to his main inside man, of course, Turk, for this info.
Oh, it's the Turk era.
But then finds himself in a mess of trouble. His old college love interest, Elektra Nachios, shows up, knocking out Daredevil, and takes the info for herself. Not knowing that Daredevil was Matt Murdock, she leaves him out cold in the rain in the streets.
Exactly. That's how you're supposed to leave him.
Yes, kids.
Electra's a Florida girl. Hashtag prove me wrong. It's all rape and murder, I'll tell you that.
Yeah, modern comics. Hell. After realizing who the woman was, Matt takes us on a flashback tale of the time he met Elektra while they were going to law school. Well, he was going to law school. What was she, like political science or something?
Yeah.
But yeah, no crazy car ride like we get later on in the Man Without Fear or anything. The flashback shows...
It was simpler times, Philip.
I know. The flashback shows us the story of them falling in love while in secrecy and how her father, Ambassador Nachios, dies in accident. Wait a minute. It says accidental death. Wasn't he murdered?
Accidentally?
How could you accidentally...
It was manslaughter!
It was accidental. He was allergic to lead.
I mean, as you do.
Does anyone... After losing all hope and love of other people, Elektra leaves Matt and the country and becomes a bounty hunter.
Not in that outfit.
Hey-o.
Who do you think you are, Psylocke? Get out of here.
Have any concealed weapons on you? Really?
No, they're not concealed at all.
Hey-o. Nothing's
Exactly.
concealed. It's all flapping in the breeze.
We talk about Catwoman's suit with armpits, but at least she has armpits!
Man, look at the armpit on that chick. After this issue finishes showing us their flashback, Matt wonders as he sits in the rain about Elektra and their past. He thinks to himself why she would turn her back on the world and become such a bounty hunter. Wait till she becomes a full-on assassin, kid. He feels the loneliness he had when she left him back in college. Elektra then forces... Oh, Lord. Yeah, this is another it's like another made-up name like Lilith Hellfire. Elektra then forces Eric Slaughter's hitman to tell Slaughter the plan is still intact. Well, I guess intact is what they were going for.
You know what's the worst fictional name ever?
Albert
Clifford Slater. That's a Saved by the Bell reference, kids.
Oh, I thought you were going to say the Professor.
That's at Nightwing PDP.
We're doing me now.
My favorite panel is where he gets hit in the back of the head with her side.
The handle.
That's what we call a donkey punch where I'm from.
Oh! Oh my.
This podcast is rated Teen Plus. Somebody was trying to sneak it in. She didn't sneak at all.
Hey, but at least, man, would you rather take that end or the other end of the side in the head? I don't know.
I know, Matt's so hard-headed, it would have just bounced off either way.
Oh, yeah, it's 81. Doesn't he have like a big ass poofy hair?
Also, I love how we have to get the little caption, dulled by his senses were dulled. That's why I didn't hear that creepy lady creeping up on him.
His thoughts dulled his senses.
Too much blood rushing to the wrong head. It'll do it every time.
She waits for Slaughter at the dock where his sea copter is to land. Matt then takes control.
Thanos, get to the Thanos chopper!
Matt then takes control of the copter and helps take out Slaughter and his hitmen, and ends up saving Elektra and Wallenquist. Elektra then discovers that Daredevil is Matt Murdock and tries to recover what they lost by kissing him. He denies her after knowing that she left him and ends up walking away from her, leaving her in the rain as she did before. Oh my god, so... Okay, remember kids, coming from me, man. King of the petty, man. He's like, how do you like it?
He's like, I could have sex with you, but I think I'll have more satisfaction by doing what you did to me. And sometimes it do be like that, so I get it.
Yeah. You've left lovers in the rain, love hellfire? Yeah.
The rain, sure.
But oh my god.
If by rain you mean dirt in a hole.
Hey-oh.
It's all rape and murder, I'll tell you that. Florida. Don't pull it out unless you're going to use it. That's true for guns and penises.
Nice and clear drop.
You know, that works so well for so many of our podcasts. I'm very concerned. Very concerned.
Batman, Daredevil.
Let's be honest, Green Lantern.
Oh. Oh my god.
Back when we did Arrow.
Oh, no one can know my secret. Oh my god, but yeah.
Oh, you've got boobs? You look like the T-Mobile girl? Let's be vigilantes together.
It's Oliver Queen. Come on, it's in. At least it's in character. Come on.
Touche, sir. Touche.
And speaking of, and like you were talking about before, thinking with the wrong head. I just love it's like during that flashback, he meets Elektra for 5 minutes. He's already telling her, "Oh, I have these super senses," to try to impress her and stuff. It's just like it even says in the story. It's like I never even told my own father. I didn't tell my best friend, but hey, I made a hot chicken. 5 minutes later, I'm telling her my secrets.
And this is why Matt is the villain of his own story, and Foggy is truly the protagonist. Poor Foggy's middle name is probably Sisyphus at this point. I don't know.
And poor Foggy, back then they like painted him as like the bumbling buffoon because it was Matt's book. But now I think they're just like, oh hey, Foggy's actually the guy putting in the hours, so.
Exactly. Let's just say out of Nelson and Murdoch, I want Nelson representing me. Murdoch can go kick rocks.
Exactly. Oh my god! But so when we got Man Without Fear years later, was that Frank Miller saying, let me refine this? There wasn't enough sexuality.
Well, it was 81. They didn't really care about female characters or origin stories for that fact.
That's true.
That much.
That's true. And again, it was so weird because it's like she's not even an assassin yet. I guess she's not working with the hand yet. She's just a bounty hunter.
Yeah.
Although in that outfit, look at the color of the booty hunter. Hey-oh.
Hey-oh. But no, I think that for the time and what it was, I thought it was pretty solid as an introduction to the character. I feel like it's a little cheap that they had history. I think it would be more interesting had they had not had that history.
Yes, but at least it was 1981. Because if this was modern comics, and especially if it was like someone like
6 issues,
and if it was someone like Bendis,
it'd be like the Mary Jane introduction: hide behind flowers, magazines.
6. No, it would be 6 issues. The first 5 would be like, they tell us he has some kind of connection with her, but they don't show us until the last issue what it is, and it's and if it's Bendis or half the issues are talking heads going, wait, Elektra? Yes, how do you know?
She killed my father. Prepare to die.
I'm not going to tell you.
Because he killed my father. What do you mean?
Just dialogue. How do you know her? I'm not going to tell you. Yes, you are. No, I'm not.
I'll beat it out of you. By beating, I mean talking you to death.
Whoa.
Well, since you brought up Bendis, and I'll just bring up Naomi.
Okay.
Very talky. Very talky.
Yeah,
that's the only thing they brought from the source book. Very talky.
Well, again, I think I'm having the same problem I had with Black Lightning, and I think Charlie even agreed with me. It's just like I think the story's good, but it seems to be going very slow.
Super slow.
And
like all the stuff that you want answers to, they're like, nah.
We could,
but let's show you how much everybody loves Naomi.
I was gonna say, I heard you in my head too this last episode when like there's in that lab and there's like 5 friends behind her. I'm like, really? I hear you like, really? We're doing this
Barry
already?
Allen. Give him the old Barry Allen.
Already?
He's gonna take her to the hall and talk.
At least Barry Allen built it up over time. It's like, what is this, episode 2? And she already has
it's the Scooby Gang.
I know, but it's like episode 2 and she already has like a team of 5. It's like, really?
Somebody's dying this season. But anyway, I think that this is solid. If you have the original, cherish it, because you ain't gonna find it no more after this.
Get it slapped, kids.
In 2022, you ain't finding it nowhere.
Yeah, I was gonna say. I mean, it's on Marvel Unlimited. You could probably find it. It's probably in some trade.
Good luck finding a single edition floppy. That's all I'm saying. Mm-hmm.
And if you haven't, slap it. Because I was
gonna big slap.
What?
Nothing. You almost got me.
Choosing your words carefully, Little Hellfire.
alcohol fog is gone, I can catch myself every now and then. I'm not one for, putting my comics under glass. Just not.
Alexa, set a reminder. Send alcohol to Lilith Hellfire ASAP.
When I get a barrel of rum, I'll know who it was from. It was me, Barry!
P.S. We have many podcasts that coming. Enjoy.
Anyway, solid B+. It's very subtle for Frank Miller, honestly.
Well, yeah, back then, he wasn't the Frank Miller we all know now.
Yeah.
Again,
I miss that Frank Miller.
Again, honestly. I don't know if it was editorial, or maybe it's like, maybe if you give him like double duty writing and drawing, maybe he
doesn't have the time.
Splits his attention. Yeah. Is instead of like all this weird stuff in the story, it's like, hey, I'll draw Elektra with big eyes,
big brown eyes, brown-eyed girl.
Yeah, the Greek girl. Yeah.
But yeah, no, solid. I do miss that era of Frank Miller. I really do.
Oh yeah, this era and the Born Again. Yeah.
Oh yeah, good times. Now let's get over to Devil's Reign number 3, shall we?
Oh my, yes.
Okay, so I do have to shout out. We've been gushing about Chip, but like, let's not slack on Mark Cicchetto.
Oh yeah.
Like, this art is chef's kiss. I love it. That cover, stunning. Literally cover to cover, it's very stunning.
Oh yeah, all the interior art is beautiful. And we get Ben Reilly.
I know, right? It's like, what more could a Philip want?
I mean, I think this book is like trying to pander to all of us, because it's like Ben Reilly's in custody, and then Ben Grimm and Johnny Ben Grimm comes to break him out. I'm like, oh hey, it's like,
hey, all here.
Hey, look.
Of course, me, Thunderbolts, everybody's like a clown villain that I just can love to hate and root for.
Exactly. But again, when we get Luke Cage running for mayor, I'm like, where's that damn miniseries?
Yeah.
That seems like a big topic in the series. Why didn't we do that miniseries?
Maybe it's gonna come out later.
I mean, my wallet is saying thank you, but the guy who wants to read the story is like, hey, what the hell happened to this miniseries?
I really should tweet that guy and go, can you just give me the basic layout of those 3 issues? I'm very curious.
Do you think, oh my god, if we got a hold of him, would he be allowed to talk about that?
I don't think so.
Okay.
I mean, he said his piece on Twitter the day that it was, well, not even the day, it was like 2 days after it was finalized that they definitely weren't doing the miniseries.
Yeah, but I'm not even saying.
Out of the solicits, at least.
I was going to say, I mean, even if he, no politics, can he just, he still wouldn't even be able to just tell us, hey, what the story would have been?
It might be scrapped and recycled for something else. I don't know. Like, yeah.
Damn it.
Yeah, maybe they canceled it and to hype up Luke Cage, and then bang! Once everything's all said and done, it'll come out or something weird like that. I don't know.
Maybe
it just didn't slot into the overarching story or something.
Or maybe they're saving it and they retold it, so like after Devil's Reign we're gonna get like Luke Cage.
Everybody's on Luke Cage's side at this point, so
are we gonna get like a Luke Cage Mayor of New York book?
Harlem's disappointed, but it's fine. It's fine.
Because I mean, just like Charlie was telling Clay McLeod Chapman, writer of Villains for Hire, last night. It's on Patreon now. You can get it in a few weeks. Yeah. Let's get a book with Luke Cage as Mayor of New York, a bulletproof there.
Well, honestly, that book might have also been scrapped for, say, a Misty Knight and Colleen book.
Oh, that's
Twice
true.
the diversity. Well, actually, quadruple the diversity, quadruple the fun. They're both women. One's Asian, one's black. So
that's right. We can only have so many minority books at one time. Yes, you're right. I forgot. Sorry.
I didn't make the rules.
I know. The rules. No. I know. I'm just saying. No, you're right.
We also got, what was that Beyond book we got? Mary Jane and Black Cat. So it's like we got too many moving parts.
Yeah, well, that's just a one shot. Hey.
I know.
Just
saying. It counts. It counts toward the quota.
But tune in to Ultimate Spider Cast for that, kids.
Absolutely. Spoilers. I liked it. Duh.
Me too. Then we get what?
But I thought Devil's Reign number 3 is pretty solid.
Yes,
but it's like kind of overstimulating at this point. It's so much going on at all times.
I know, man. It's like you got Kingpin
over.
ADHD.
I'm just rereading it like twice. Like, okay, I missed that the first time.
Is that another part of the Luke Cage thing, or are they just like, man, there's too many moving parts to this thing?
Possibly. But if we don't get a Luke Cage book we riot.
So I wonder if they...
Somehow.
Do you think they keep account of like how many like actual books are part of an event? Because again, we got a what was it last week? They announced kids that at the end we're going to be getting a Devil's Reign Omega. So I believe with that'll put us with all the tie-ins and everything at like 25 books. So
I think that's the max. I think that's the cap.
Hey, it's divisible by 5, maybe.
Yeah, that's a lot.
That's what she's.
I don't know. I would love if somebody knew the actual story. Maybe not the creator that can speak, but someone close to the creator that can drop us an email, a hint, a signal flare, something.
I mean, is the comic industry in really bad shape? Because it's like we're getting an Omega, we didn't even get an Alpha.
Get out. Get out. Yeah, Alpha Flight. We should have had an Alpha Flight movie, not an Eternals movie, but that's another topic for another day.
Yeah, seriously, you want diversity? Come on, Canadians, come on.
I mean, since you screwed up Wolverine and didn't mention it.
Oh, unless they're saving Alpha. What if they do something with Alpha Flight and that's where we first introduced Wolverine?
I would like that so much more. Him fighting against like the oil rigs or something up there, saving a whale or a moose or whatever the hell they have up there.
Then the end of the movie or series, whatever it is, they're him dropping him out of a plane to go fight Wendigo and Hulk.
Just anything but him and Sabretooth on opposite sides of every war ever. Anything but that.
Oh, that's true.
Yeah, some people are going to say that when MCU does X-Men, some people are going to say, man, I really do miss those Fox X-Men movies. And they're liars! The first one, I'll give you. The second one, okay. Days of Future Past, all right. Everything else, garbage.
Oh my! But yeah, then the heroes go to attack Fisk because they realize he's using the Purple Man, and
I was like, that's where the real villains, the original villains for hire come in. I'm like, where's the other one?
We get
besides the Purple Man that was in that original one that I'm waiting on.
Yes, but we also get the Superior Four.
Superior Puss.
I'm glad Chip explained, because I know when Charlie and I read number 1, it's like they really did. I mean, it makes sense, but they really didn't come out and explain. It's like, oh yeah, this is Otto taking over bodies of heroes from different universes. Because I know Charlie was even like, wait a minute, so Otto Octavius becomes Wolverine in one universe, or?
I mean, wouldn't you if you could?
Oh my, breakable bones. But I love Daredevil's Miles Morales is like, should we be doing this? And Matt's like, well. He's like, yeah, kid, we're vigilantes. We're going to take him and drop him on an island, deserted island somewhere.
Put him on Krakoa, baby.
That's
never get off.
I was going to say, what is he going to be hanging out with Venom?
I mean, there's worse. Well, no, honestly, is there a fate worse than hanging out with Venom for an eternity? No.
Eddie Brock. I used to be a good reporter, right?
No.
A damn Spider-Man.
I read your work before that. Negligible. Not a big loss to the journalism community.
I wonder.
Now that's a guy I like.
So are we going to do a mind wipe on the Kingpin, or are we going to kill him for a while? Because he's not going to stay dead, but are we going to kill him for a while?
He's going to take a long walk off a short pier, disappear into his submarine to Switzerland, where everybody gets amnesia, and come back refreshed.
Well, I was thinking, what's going to happen? I mean, he's not going to die, but, there's going to be an attempted murder of the Kingpin, because, is Matt going to be all guilty?
He's going to get a side to the back of the head.
Well, that's what I'm thinking, because I was like, is Matt going to be all, guilty? Like, oh no, this is all my fault, because, they mind wiped them and stuff. But then, Matt, the whole Chip thing started with, him accidentally killing somebody. He's going to be like, oh god, I can't do this. And then Elektra, tries to kill Kingpin. And then that's when she gets her own series, because, Matt's going to be like, oh, we can't be together.
Only I can kill people, not you, chick. Get out of here. Beat it. Hit the bricks, broad.
It has to look like an accident. Come on.
It's like, how many times have you killed yourself, Matt?
Oh my. All those talks we had about, you turning over a new leaf.
We were busy boning. Exactly.
I thought I fixed you.
We were busy boning. His penis makes things worse. You're welcome.
Thank you.
issue 3, and we're halfway there, right?
Yes, yep, 6 issues, yep.
What else can they do? Like, they have to murder the Kingpin at this point. The stakes are so damn high.
So I wonder, it's like, did they tack on that Omega just last spur of the moment, last minute? Because I think this ends like, is this beginning of March or end of March? But then I think, is it like it's a couple weeks at least, I think, until we get the Omega, so.
Yeah.
Oh, maybe they had to tie stuff up because we canceled one of the miniseries, Luke Cage.
That's what it is. That's what it is. Like, oh, we gotta, yeah.
Because maybe other stuff besides Luke Cage running for mayor is going to be in that. They're like, hey, man, we got to tie up some stuff.
It's a mess. I don't know what's going on at Marvel, but I'm disappointed.
I know. And
I mean, not with this book, but with the shenanigans behind the scenes. So
I don't know if we should spoil it, but what did you think about what happened at the end of the issue? Someone getting
it made me feel uncomfortable.
I know. I was like, are we gonna do this?
We're doing it.
Are we killing this character or?
It's go time. Mandelbaum.
Are we gonna give Matt more guilt?
Well, he has to have something to be tortured by. That's his defining characteristic. So
because of course, and again, kids, after the hype of Amazing Spider-Man #1 coming soon, yes, we are getting a Daredevil #1 this spring too. So.
Can you let the book get to, like, big numbers again?
I know, because what did we get before Devil's Reign? Like 36, and now we're rebooting again.
What's the legacy numbering on that?
I don't know. Oh, my God.
Can we let the new one get to 100 before we...
Oh, wait.
Since it's the same team?
It was like, wasn't it like 600? Yeah, it was like, yeah, because remember when we talked about like 650 was coming or something?
Yeah, they can't let it get... They should have canceled it at 669 or 666. Come on!
Daredevil!
What are you doing?
Daredevil, come on! Oh my God, but I think that like 36 was like 648 or something. So what, are they going to do like an issue 1, and then issue 2 they're going to be like, hey, 650th issue? It's like...
What a lame gimmick.
Well, it's like depending on where the Beyond stuff ends, Amazing Spider-Man, Amazing Spider-Man is probably going to hit 900.
That makes sense. It's an end of an era. They're spinning out a bunch of stuff. It seems.
Yeah, but then it'll be like issue 4 of them, the new Amazing Spider-Man. It'll be like issue 900. It'll be like
can't help themselves.
I know.
Like I said, nobody actually really cares about legacy numbering until they have to sell a big number. That's the problem.
I mean, I know they always think they're going to get new people with the new #1, but it's like I think it just
annoys your actual fan base that's paying actual money,
and it makes it confusing too, because then everyone's like, "Hey, did you pick up #1?
Volume 30.
Which one?"
But yeah, I'm kind of weirded out that it's the same team because usually they only do the #1. But I guess it's such a shift it's going to be such a shift in the paradigm that they felt like it.
Yeah, that's what I was wondering, if maybe the shift is what they threatened at the end of this issue. So
I can see that then. I just hope that they're just not doing a new #1 for the sake of having something new and shiny. Because
and plus
we're exhausted at this point.
And plus, this team is very popular too.
We need the money, gimme.
Chip's doing it all.
I mean, because like with the case of Amazing Spider-Man, right now they have rotating teams. So.
Yeah, this Beyond thing is obviously at the end of Beyond we were gonna always do a number. That just makes sense to me. I just assumed as much.
Yeah.
Especially since Ben might be getting his own like set in present day book, not just the 90s book.
Yeah. So. Yeah. Because that 90s book, I think it's only 5 issues. That's what I'm saying. I think they're priming people who maybe didn't read the 90s stuff. We're like, hey, guess what? There's a new book.
Guess who's back? Back again.
On the West Coast, probably.
Maybe him and Eddie Brock will hang out, or
yes. So what did you think of this?
It's a solid B+. Like,
yeah,
they better follow through. It better not be like a gag.
Well, if that character's not dead, he's gonna be. If that character's not dead, he's gonna be very messed up. So,
face melts. It's not like they lobbed his head off. So.
Yeah, but I don't know if we see all the damage. Oh my God, what if he ends up crippled or something?
Ooh. That'll be a whole nother Vengeance storyline in like 5 years.
That's when Matt goes to Fisk and he's like, I'm going to cripple you. And then the character who's victimized will be like, no, it's not worth it.
Yes, it is. It's always worth it.
Oh, Elektra exacts that vengeance for this character. Oh.
Honestly, I could see that for her.
Yeah. And then it's like, it's bad enough Matt let this character get hurt, but then it's like...
He's like Batman and Joker. It's like, what the hell, man?
I know. It's like Matt. Not only did he let this happen, but then he doesn't have the follow through to get the revenge. It has to fall to Elektra, maybe.
She's been itching for a while to do it, so we'll see.
Mm-hmm. Oh, I mean, well, she's like an alcoholic, man. She's like, oh man, trying to fight that urge, but
so hard. Got the shakes.
You know what it's like when you want to stab a man with hellfire. Come on.
It's all rape and murder, I'll tell you
I do.
So. Oh, did you? So yeah, this is part 8 of the Devil's Reign crossover. The next part will be Devil's Reign Winter Soldier, which Russell and Justin, 2 of our patrons, will be doing on their show, Tomes of Evil. So check that out.
Wrestle up some fun over on Tomes of Evil. I always want to say Tombs. I don't know.
Suck it, Russell.
I don't know who did I hear.
Please don't present it.
Oh my! No, I was gonna say somebody else called it Tombs too. I forget if it was it Noel or somebody called it that too, and I was just like,
because he's a vulture. Get it?
Oh!
Walked right into that one.
Who, Noel?
It's not just for boys.
No, do the other one.
Booty looks good all the time. My fetish is to get touched by a white man with cornrows.
Trifecta!
He's got the Osborne syndrome. But no, I was going to ask you. They're covering Winter Soldier, but did you read the Winter Soldier one shot? It's actually pretty interesting. It comes down to a fight between him and Wilson Fisk, the Kingpin, but there's a twist to it. It's weird, but it's pretty. I'm like, oh my god, this is. I don't know if this is effed up or cool. But yeah, I liked it, and I guess it's kind of leading into. There's going to be a Captain America 0 that's going to spin out the Steve Rogers and Sam Wilson individual Captain America series. You're muted, right? I heard that, even though the sound wasn't on.
That's interesting, I guess. I'm not really a Captain America fan, Sam or otherwise. So.
Yeah. But, yeah, no, the Winter Soldier, there's an interesting twist of the fight between him and the Kingpin.
I'll go on Comixology and I'll grab it.
Because maybe we can talk it tomorrow. But because Kingpin has his foul and there's stuff in there. Bucky, I guess, I don't know if he doesn't remember. But yeah, he grabbed everyone else's fouls, like all the other heroes' fouls, and burns them so Fisk doesn't have them and stuff.
Oh, that's good for Bucky.
But yeah, I can't wait to hear what Russell and Justin thought of it. Yeah, there's like a weird twist of the fight. Oh, Fisk.
I don't know. I find it interesting that now is the time that they're deciding to kind of like expand the Daredevil universe. Like, what do they have up their sleeves for Daredevil?
Maybe something live action, perhaps. Well, I mean, look how just the mere hint of hey, there's a rumor Matt not even Daredevil, Matt Murdock might be in Spider-Man No Way Home, and hey, maybe the Kingpin's going to show up in Hawkeye. Look at all the buzz that got for how long.
Yeah.
And if you mention the devil, everyone's just like, oh, is it Mephisto?
Red shoes.
I still want a fourth wall break there, or just if he ever shows up, just be like, all right, I'm here already. Shut up.
Seriously. I want it to be like Daenerys in Game of Thrones. Sorry, I'm late.
Just looks at
forever to get to Westeros.
Just looks at the camera like Jim from The Office, just like
I'm happy.
Seriously,
the only way I'm happy is if he was Uncle Ben the whole time.
Oh, nice. All right, so anything else?
I still can't believe Sony had the copyright to Uncle Ben. I still can't believe that. That's why Marissa Tomei was basically Uncle Ben.
I mean, again, I am
shook. I am still shook of 2 months later.
That's that great power, great responsibility. Take a drink, future Lilith. So baked into this whole Spider-Man thing. I'm sure when you buy the rights to Spider-Man, you get on, Uncle Ben and great power, great responsibility.
But it's integral. It doesn't literally. Sony, you did something smart there. First time you saying that ever.
But again, when they bought the rights, Marvel wasn't in a good place. Wasn't in a place to haggle back then.
I don't even think they saw the clause, to be quite honest.
Exactly.
So they went to go make their own Spider-Man. Hey, you can't use Uncle Ben, right? What?
I mean, come on. Sony didn't even want to work with them. Now, they whip out their Disney, and it's just like, okay, yes, let's make money.
And then, I'm just saying, Sony actually, with their secret backdoor plan to get Andrew Garfield's third movie, a new Tobyverse, and then they still have Into the Spider-Verse, Miles Morales in their back freaking pocket. Genius!
And
whoever did that deal needs a raise.
And we all say, hey, people are always like, oh yeah, sell Spider-Man back to Disney and stuff, but it's just like, man, you're gonna have to pry that from Sony's cold dead hand. That's, you keep saying.
Honestly, they've shown that they can have that version of Peter Parker. They don't need him. They have others.
If they only make one movie franchise for the rest of existence, it's going to be Spider-Man.
Mm-hmm. But I don't know. Into the Spider-Verse is its own thing and very successful.
Well, that's what I'm saying. They're going to keep all the Spider-Man brands.
I need Spider-Man Noir, just like a short, not a full-length movie, just a short.
Short.
Like Nicolas Cage. Short.
Hey-oh! All right.
He wanted to be our Superman.
He wanted to be Mullet Superman.
The worst Superman of all.
Superman Blue would like to have a word. Electric Superman would like to have a word with you.
I said what I said, Tyler!
Oh my.
On that note, fight me, nerds, and Phil will tell you where you can find us to find us on the interwebs.
Well, before that, I was going to give out the homework.
Okay.
All right, in 2 weeks, we'll be back for. Well, we'll see what part of Devil's Reign it is because Marvel keeps shifting the order of these books. But yes, next time, whatever part it is, we'll be covering Devil's Reign, Woman Without Fear, #2.
Yes.
And I didn't look yet, but I would assume because we did both last time, so I'm assuming there's probably going to be another Elektra, Black, White, and Blood by then. So.
Yeah, I think so.
So yeah, so just like when we did the 2 #1s, we'll do the 2 #2s right here.
You said #2.
Woman after my own heart. All right, kids. So yeah, send your thoughts on all the Devil's Reign stuff, the classic Frank Miller Elektra stuff, basically anything we talked about tonight. Email us capesandlunatics@gmail.com or call the voicemail 614-382-2737. That's 614-38-CAPES. And remember, you can follow The Devil You Know on Facebook, on Twitter. Join the Daredevil fan group on Facebook. You can find all the social medias for all the various Marvel and DC shows we do. Again, subscribe to the YouTube channel. See Lilith Hellfire give you the visual aids. So please, if you can, subscribe to the page. Subscribe to the Patreon. Again, we're getting close to a milestone. We seem to be stuck on a number, and we're close to a milestone.
What number is that?
I believe it's 187.
Oh, murder was the case that they gave him.
That's right.
It's all rape and murder, I'll tell you that.
Yeah, come on, get us 200 kids. And then
get us to 269.
And then 369 and 469. All right, so yeah, kids, if you can, subscribe to the Patreon, but most importantly, if you can, please subscribe to our Patreon. Once again, we're not backed by millionaires to run as mayor of New York.
We're not the Thunderbolts.
No. Out here on our own, paying for this on our own. So if you can, please subscribe. Every little bit helps, but $3 or $5 gets you all the exclusive content. Again, all our interviews, you'll get them weeks before they hit the podcast. Mr. DG Chichester also, you'll get him early every month before the podcast. When Lilith Hellfire and him, I talk to him every month.
I heard he brings out the good Mikey.
Oh, yes, he does. Always, Lilith.
I got the good mic out for you guys.
And again, Patreon only exclusive, the worst superhero comic book movie brackets of all time has begun. So, if you want to know,
next year we'll do the best comic book movie.
Maybe.
We're gonna let Kristen run it though, so we decided.
Well, I was gonna say next year maybe we could do mash some shows together and do best or worst boob windows and long boxes or something.
Ooh, I'm always down for boob windows and long boxes.
Your long boob windows and long box. Oh my god! It just come down to what was the best Power Girl version boob window? All right, so yes, kids, find out how Howard the Duck fared against the 1990 Captain America movie and the upcoming 2015 Fantastic Four vs. X-Men Apocalypse.
pray for my soul, because those movies are awful. I have to rewatch them.
So the worst superhero and comic book movies of all time, we're pitting them against each other. So Lilith Hellfire, are we literally just throwing them against the wall and see what sticks?
Hell.
All right, so yes, subscribe to the Patreon and sit there and watch it while wearing your Capes and Lunatics or Capes and Lunatics Sidekicks merch or drinking out of your cup. But find links to all of it all at Linktree, linktr.ee/Capes and Lunatics. All right, Lilith, where can people talk to you about rape and murder and how to perform it properly?
Or not.
Don't pull it out unless you're going to use it. That's true for guns and penises.
It's true. If you guys want to hang out with me on the interwebs, find me on Twitter at Lilith Hellfire, on Instagram at Lilith Hellfire69, and of course on TikTok, making the spicy content and comments of Lilith Hellfire69. Duh.
And remember, read Superior 4.
Superior puss.
Octopus.
Hey-oh. I don't think those are tentacles.
So what's her name? Octopussy? Or like
Joe Manganiello can get it.
Okay.
And remember, yes, Blue Chew, please sponsor us.
If it's good enough for Joe Rogan, it's good enough for me. It doesn't feel right, bro.
Like 10 original dick jokes every single episode. They still haven't sponsored us. What the hell, man?
We're like an infinite machine of dick jokes, Blue Chew. Come on. Don't ignore us. We want your money. Give us what we need, Blue Chew. All right, kids. Thank you for joining us again. Come back next time. Woman Without Fear number 2 and Black Weight and Blood number 2. Yeah, I can't wait for all the Elektra issues, and I can't wait for that Moon Knight Black, White, and Blood. That's going to be trippy. Self-contained.
I hope they go ultra-violent.
And self-contained. Oh, I'm sure some of them will be. And self-contained Moon Knight stories. Oh, as I said, how happy is Ray going to be when he's, at some point, at least probably, 4 months, he's going to have 2 monthly books to cover. He might have 2 monthly books and a TV show to cover.
That's only like 6.
He might. Oh my. On Into the Night, the Moon Knight podcast. But anyway, again, come back for way more Elektra. And remember, kids, it's better to be with the W.
Better be with the W you know than the W you don't. Phil, come on!
I was about to do it. You stepped over me. You stabbed me with that sigh. Hit me with the back of the head with that sigh.
Hi, I'm Russell.
And I'm Justin.
And we're from the
Hold up. Listen up, you nerds. Tired of being a little goody two-shoes? Had enough of always talking about acts of courage and heroism? Well, you have come to the right place, I guess. Tomes of Evil is the comic book supervillain podcast, where every month we do a deep dive on a different comic book supervillain, as well as multiple sub-series on some of the most iconic foes of all time, including Darkseid, Doctor Doom, Scarecrow, and...
Name's Hobgoblin, and you're right on time for your funeral.
I better be getting paid for this. So what are you guys waiting for? Bring on the bad guys.
Tomes of Evil, a comic book villain podcast.